I had an accident when I was a kid. I was probably around 8. I actually fell on the hood of a car and kind of landed on the right side of my face. The accident caused me to break my TMJ, or your temporomandibular joint. My dad took me to the emergency room, and I remember that they did an x-ray, but they said that there was nothing wrong, just that my front teeth were loose, gave me a popsicle and sent us on our way. And about 2 years later, I was 10, and my parents noticed that my smile was slanted. And so that's when they took me to a doctor, and they realized that from that accident, that joint broke off and it was no longer there. The right side of my face stopped growing. It was stunted from the accident. That was a nightmare. People made fun of me because my face was crooked. And the older you got, the more crooked your smile got, because this wasn't growing and this was growing. So I had the surgery. I was 16 years old, where they did reconstruction. So on the right side, they used cadaver bone, and they dropped the jaw down and forward to make the right side of my face symmetrical with the left side. It worked. We thought it was a success. And then over the years, I would say probably within 10 years after that, I noticed a difference in my jaw. My bite was off. My mouth wasn't actually closing all the way. Like, I couldn't clench my teeth. The front teeth weren't touching no matter what I did. I saw another plastic surgeon, and he let me know that they would have to do the surgery again, and I didn't want to. I didn't think I could go through that again. I was 16 when I had the surgery. They did it the summer in between my junior and my senior year. And so I went back to school with my mouth wired shut. You're so swollen. You're in high school and you care about the way that you look, and having to be excused every 2 hours so that I could use those syringes to feed myself through those tubes. So that was hard. And that's why I didn't want to do it again when the first surgery failed, and I was just, no, that's okay. I'll live with the way that it looks and my functioning of, for eating. Dr. Lettieri was walking through the admin building, taking a shortcut to go home from work one night. He's like, "What happened to your face?" And so I told him about this accident, and he's like, "Well, I can fix that." And I was like, no, I'm fine with it. He kept asking, are you going to come by? And I finally made the appointment, and that's when he did that 3D CT. And we saw that both of those joints were missing, and he just said it explained a lot. So the left joint had been doing all of the work for, however many years it had been, that it eventually wore down. So I had no joints. And that explained why my mouth went closed, because my jaw was lifted and went back, because there was nothing to stop it. So that really explained why I looked the way that I look. I really didn't have a neck, and why my mouth went closed. He actually had an innovative way of fixing it, where he was going to put rods in and try to grow the bone. So we did that. That worked for a couple of years, but the bone eventually disintegrated. And then that's when he decided, look, we need to go in and do a rib graft. So he went in and he took some ribs and reconstructed my jawbone. And not only does it function, I can eat, my teeth touch, but I also look better. I actually have a neck. I'm so grateful for him, because I was just going to live with that. I smiled more. I never really smiled before, and now I smile. Every time I see him, I smile and I show my jaw off, look. He changed my life. And just that chance encounter of him coming by my office, and he happened to notice.